Right. I'm
Right.
live. I don't know if
I
you are.
think, yeah, I think we're both live. I think.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome. So, something a little bit different this evening, hopefully, for people that are generally viewing.
Viewing both channels. You guys should be able to see us. Let us know in the chat. I know there's a couple of people in my chat. So we got Fusion, Kevin, Redith, and Albert. Let us know if you could hear us. You could see us. You should be able to see us both kind of on the left-hand screen. It's working great. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Good stuff. Let me just change our setup. There we go. It's a little bit better. That one or that one. Anyway, we can see how we get on. So, I am just quickly trying to pull up Cody's chat at the same time. But hopefully you guys are going to keep us entertained this evening. We're not here to entertain you. You're here to entertain us.
Voice sounds beautiful as ever. Thank you, Cyberdog. Appreciate it.
Sorry, Cody, 1 second. I'm just trying to pull up your chat window so I can grab the comments at the same time. So we've had a couple of new releases this week. Some people... Oh, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Hold on. Yeah, we had a couple of releases this week. Some are happy with it. Some might not necessarily be too happy with it. But that's probably what some of our first talking points are. But I don't know, Cody, you want to kick off with some hellos first, and then we can...
Yeah, I guess we'll say so. I mean, typically I start off these live streams by saying hi to people. I guess we'll first start off. There may be some technical difficulties. 2 minutes before we started, my camera went out, and then I was trying to figure out how to get it back working. So if it does go out, you'll still be able to hear me. You'll be able to hear Monty. You'll be able to see Monty. It's going to be a little bit different, whereas like I won't be answering every single question because I'm just not going to be able to in this live stream. If you do want it, the question answered, 100%, you'll have to send a super chat. I don't usually like doing that, but let me know either way. It should be okay. But Kevin, good morning or good afternoon. Fusion, Aaron, Chantel's in here. Jason, AS Networking. The live stream requires more setup than shadow mode. I don't know about that. This is our, what are we using again? StreamYard or something like that?
Yeah, StreamYard. Yeah.
StreamYard. Yes. I'm not doing anything. It's all on Monty's end. So it's all on his side.
For anybody that joins my streams, you know that blue screens tend to happen. So technical glitches are inevitable. They're going to happen.
Oh, you got both screen. Both chats on screen. Okay. So I'm looking at both of them as well. Okay, perfect. So you all could hear us. That's good. We got, I think this is your chat. Black Jedi on your chat. That's perfect. You come into both of ours. If you're in my chat right now and you're not following Inside Wire, you should, because he does great content, right?
Vice versa. But I think that Cody's an OG now, so everybody knows who Cody is. Awesome. So if you don't know if you know Ubiquiti and you don't know Cody, you're doing something wrong,
right?
There's something not quite right there. So just again, another caveat. Me and Cody, we probably discussed this for a little while, but we haven't actually discussed how we were going to run this live stream. So this is kind of completely just random. We don't know how this is going to go. But hopefully we can do some more in the future if this is something you're interested in. Maybe we can pull in some of the other creators as well.
I think if we do I think if you go about 4 people, that's probably good. I think any over that, it gets a little too hectic with people talking back and forth to each other.
Too many conversations going on at once. Let's just say some hellos anyway. Hey Jake, how you doing? Good evening. Cyber Army, Oak Server, Banjo Roy, Edchin, Frederick, hey, good evening. Who else we got? Oh no, I see. Yep, Jake, that's it. You got double trouble in this stream, that's for sure. We're going to come to the questions in just a few moments. We'll come to those in just. We're just saying some hellos. Hey Vasil, how you doing? UI Cody? I don't know. Cody, are you secretly UI Cody?
I'm not UI Cody. There's a couple UI Codys, to be honest with you. One is a part of the Protect team. So that's maybe where you would have seen their name. And there's another UI Cody who works for Unified IT or does videos for Unified IT if you've seen their videos before. But I'm not UI Cody. I don't work for Ubiquiti. I just shill for them, right? As the people say.
We just showcase their products, right?
Exactly.
That's all we do. I don't know, Cody. Have you got any questions you want to look at first before we dive into some
Not
topics?
not real questions. There's one. Fusion said you guys inspired me to start a new channel. Whoops, in Spanish. I will take a look at that. Not right now, but I'll take a look at it after the live stream. I have copied and pasted that down. If you guys do have questions, push them through. But like I said, we may or may not be able to get to them depending on if we see them in time. Um, I guess the show, I don't really have like, I always wing stuff. So we're probably going to talk about, well, you have a list of things, right?
Yeah, I've got a few things that we can sort of discuss about. The big one is obviously what's happening in less than a week, I would say. Is it less
Ubiquiti
than a
World
week? Just
Conference,
over a week,
Miami.
sorry.
That's gonna be it's gonna be fun. I'm not UI Cody, I'm sure. I am not UI Cody. I could guarantee you I do not get paid from Ubiquiti. I don't work for Ubiquiti. Even though people think I do. I don't.
I don't. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked with my live stream, and I'm seeing something. Is the screen constant, or is it moving around as I'm hovering over something? I'm just.
Oh, I wonder if I was moving. Hold on. Let's see if I nope. It looks fine.
Okay, cool, good stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, there was so obviously the big thing that's coming this week is Miami. There's a few creators I think are going to be out there. I think Cody, you've mentioned a few on your stream before. We have. I'm not even going to try and list them off because I don't know exactly who's coming. I'll let Cody do that part. But 4th of November, if you're not there already, or if you are going to be there, Cody's going to be ready, smiling for the pictures. So be sure to come and say hello to all of us. And yeah, we'll have a nice little chat, and we can talk all things Ubiquiti or anything outside of all things Ubiquiti, however the conversation goes.
The thing is, the days in Ubiquiti World Conference. I've been to two or three. I've been to two. So Miami and Chicago. It typically is fairly busy because they'll have their keynote right at the beginning. You get let in the doors. You could talk for a little bit. Then you're right into the keynote. Right after the keynote, I think there might be one other talker. I'm not 100% sure. Then you go do lunch. And then they usually talk about like Wi-Fi and then support and stuff like that. But if you see any of us, like come up and talk to us if you like. If you don't want to, that's that's cool too. But there's Monty, myself will be there. Who the heck else is going to be there? Lawrence Systems will be there. Bogdan will be there. Unified IT will be there. Oh, I'm trying to think of who else. I'm gonna forget a couple names. The hookup. He's more so like home automation, but he has done some Ubiquiti stuff, so he'll be there as well. Crosstalk isn't going to be there unfortunately this year, so you won't be able to see them or see Chris from there.
I think did you mention Jesse? I think Jesse's going
to be there as well. Jesse from Tab Geeks, he'll be there as well. I guarantee I'm missing a couple other people. I did have a list, but I don't have it on me right now.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's for me. I think it's definitely going to be a good opportunity to meet the rest of the creators. Yep. I did want to go to the last year one, but there was a conflict in terms of what we had, or I was away on vacation, and yeah, the dates just didn't quite work out. So, really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be a good trip.
A 10-hour flight. Yeah. Lawrence Systems is going. Yes, Tom's going to be there. Yep.
So 10-hour flight. Yeah, that's one part I'm not looking forward to. I don't really like flying. But yeah, it is what it is. The things I have to do for Ubiquiti, right? So
you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The flight's okay. Somebody said the UI robot vacuum one. Well, that's what the hookup would be looking into. Is the hookup does a lot of those type of videos. I don't know if Jake's going. I DM'd him on Jake from Lawrence Linus Tech Tips. I sent him a message. He got back to me. He said he might be going. He may not be. So we'll see. If he went, that would be really cool. Because he's going to end up doing a lot of Ubiquiti videos as well.
Yeah, and he definitely pulls in the views, right? He's definitely got
his channel. Well, his channel gained 100,000 subs in like a day and a half, maybe. And he just knows how to work, talk in front of a camera.
He's really good on the camera. He's really good on the camera. So yeah, no, for sure. And he knows what to showcase and what not to show. Well, I guess you don't really not showcase anything, but he knows where the key points are and how to target them. I did like the E7 audience that getting dumped in the sink.
Oh yeah. I'm surprised I'm surprised they actually said, "Oh well, yeah, we're cool with that." Because and then he like duct tape it or put like painter's tape or something when he was doing it for it was some gaming convention, I think it was.
Yeah, that was it was a different one, that's for sure. I don't think I would be brave enough to dunk a $2,000 access point in. That's for
No,
sure.
probably not. Oh, I got a question here that's gonna. Okay, so hey, bros, what do you guys think of Alta Labs? Seems Alta Labs is reaching a lot of contracts. I don't know what you mean based off contracts. I think Alta Labs it's always good to have competition in the space. I mean, you always have to have some sort of competition. I think they're pretty far behind, and it's really hard to start up a new networking company when there's other people who are, look at Cisco, look at Ubiquiti. Another thing, the majority of the people who work for Alta Labs came from Ubiquiti. They may have some good products. I do have their Route 10. They did send me a couple of their switches and access points, but I've never installed them in business at all. So I don't really know. I couldn't give you that answer 100%. I don't know what your experience is with them.
Yeah, so I've done a few videos on Alta Labs in the past. They were obviously they were a very new company at that point. It's not something I personally, again, like Cody, it's not something I've explored further. Not to say that who knows what comes in the future, right? So they're still they're new, they're growing their product line. But yeah, don't really have too much to say about them at this point. I know Ubiquiti's been in the game, they're tried, they're tested, they've been around for a very long time. So we know, and I don't think any company out there today beats their interface
They
in
probably
terms of.
can't. Like if you're gonna be the only competitor that could probably be like Cisco Meraki, whatever, their interface is okay, but Cisco released a line. I guess they bought out Linksys, I think it was at the time, and they were trying to push that towards their software-defined networking, kind of like Ubiquiti. And David Bombal, he actually got me in contact with one of the guys there. It was horrible. I should have done a video just because of how bad it was. Like Cisco is a multi-billion-dollar company, and we're talking like probably I don't know what their market cap is. Just say $100 billion. They're huge, and they still can't make an interface as intuitive as Ubiquiti. Obviously, I'm a fanboy. We all know that. Everybody in my chat knows that anyway. But it's just so easy to use, right?
It just make it. There's no messing around, right? You know what exactly where to go, what you need to do, and their market cap is 279 billion.
Well, there you go. And Ubiquiti's is about 12, maybe something like that.
But I feel sometimes this is where age can shoot you a little bit because
Yep.
Cisco have been in the game obviously even longer than Ubiquiti, right?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
getting that change, there's been a big emphasis on UX in the past. Like working like this isn't my day job doing the Ubiquiti stuff. I do consulting, and you've seen a very big shift in the last 5 to 7 years, I would say, in terms of UX, if not probably maybe 10 years. You've seen the UX, and I think Ubiquiti got in at that point where they're starting to work on their UX and they've built it from the ground up. Whereas I think some of the guys like Cisco might struggle with that unless they bring in a full dedicated team to do something like that.
For sure. Like if you talk to Cisco people, and I worked in data centers and doing Cisco for years and years and years, everybody wants to be CLI based because they think it's quicker. I mean, on some things it is quicker. You could get deeper into the weeds that way, but being able to being able to put a switch inside of Ubiquiti and then add another switch and just have all that trunk and all the VLANs go across, like you have to run a ton of commands to be able to do that in Cisco, and that's where Ubiquiti really shines.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm gonna have a quick look. I'm gonna take a few questions on my side. So, I don't know. Can you let me change this? So I'm not used to using StreamYard, so you'll probably notice that the stream is actually completely different to how it normally is generally. But let's have a little look. So, are we closer to Ubiquiti releasing their 5G modem router? Um, Without obviously giving too much away, I'm not sure entirely when that date will be coming. We know we've seen pictures in the past. I think there was one at MWC in 2025 in September. No, not even 2025. I want to say it was actually earlier this year, maybe in Barcelona. I think it was in March. We saw some pictures of the 5G router. Obviously, without giving too much away, but when we went to the UWC, you'll probably see it on my video. In London, we saw some snippets of the 5G link. That was there also as well. And there is videos and images out there already of that, so you can go and see that. But as everything else, we don't get told. I mean, Cody has said it a few times, and I'll say it a few times. Sometimes we even get products the day before the launch, and in some instances we don't get them till after they've launched. So it really depends.
I think they
Um,
should there I think there
oh,
was I don't know what we're allowed to say or not. If it shows up on Reddit and stuff like that, and it's on a, if they bring it to, I know, like, Wispapalooza, there was some stuff shown there. I would assume that it's probably getting closer than not, just because it has been shown off at a couple places already, and if you follow up on the Ubiquiti Red and stuff like that, you would have definitely seen some pictures of it.
yeah, for sure, for sure. It's I think they must be getting very close. But yeah, obviously, without giving away, well, I would say without giving away dates, but we don't know the dates.
Yeah, we literally don't get dates. So I forget what was the last product. There was something that came in. It could have been the UPS tower. It might not have been, but it was like literally the day before. They're like, okay, and if you guys could get a video out for tomorrow, that'd be great because we're launching. Like, oh gosh. And I mean, typically we do, but that's not a full. That's why I did a follow up video to my UPS tower. There's probably going to be more follow up videos to the UPS stuff, especially the 2U UPS. I haven't done a video on that yet, and there will be one coming. I know a lot of people are looking forward to more functionality with them, but there is an enterprise line coming as well. This is just kind of like the basic starter UPS that's out for Ubiquiti.
I'm really kind of hoping they mention some of the stuff about the enterprise stuff at the UWC in Miami. I'm very intrigued with, or obviously generally, as I'm sure Cody does as well as I do, we obviously trawl through Reddit comments and see what people think about the products that have come out already and what they're looking for. Obviously, there was, I, Cody, I don't know what your thoughts are, but there was a lot of hate about the lead acid battery. Not a lot of hate, but there was a
I
lot of
don't know a
mentioning
whole
about it.
lot about UPSs. That's my thing. So I know a lot of people were talking about the lithium ion batteries, but I heard those were more dangerous than UPSs, and I could be very wrong about that. I was just going based off of the comments. I do need to do more research based upon that, but um, to me, at my house, do I really care about life, you know, how long my UPS is staying up for? Probably not. If it's like 8 minutes, I'm cool with that because what I'm worried about is it actually killing my devices. If it's a mission critical environment, hospital, something like that, that's going to be long enough for you to go on to generate backup generators. But I don't know much about the batteries on UPSs, so that's something
Yeah,
I need to, read up upon.
and I think that was kind of my reaction. People are very not sensitive, but they're very particular about the kind of UPS that they're looking for. And I get it; it's a lifesaver, right? When it's a business you're running, or if it's something at home that's critical, it's definitely something you're going to need. But it was very interesting to see some of the comments. So I am very intrigued to see what the enterprise line looks like, and I hope we do get to see what is going to be coming soon. Hopefully anyway.
Well, and
Uh,
one thing about UWC too, we're not going to be filming. I mean, we can't film there. You may see stuff online that will be from other participants that are there, and if it goes out to the wild, it goes out to the wild. We might be able to do like recap videos and stuff like that, but we're not going to be able to do full on walk around, see what's on the show floor, and then film the keynotes. They don't allow that. But then again, it's hard to stop everybody from using their phone within the conference.
Yeah, and I think it's literally going to be there's more network devices coming, there's more protect devices coming, there's more NAS devices coming, there's more. Yeah, so that's literally how high level it's going to be. We generally don't go into too much details, but the two countries that have been good so far was the Nordics. They were very good. No leaks from there, and even Australia. There wasn't any leaks from there. But I know definitely when I went to London, I think it was even the same day. There was literally like a
Oh yeah,
full list of
Miami
everything that
was.
was coming.
We actually got permission for Chantel's side channel to film, and we just were able to. I was telling you this other day, but we were able to film whatever we wanted, but we had to get permission to post it online because we had to have enough blurred out. Well, I didn't do a great enough job blurring. So 1 second, if you froze the screen, you'd be able to see everything. So if that happens again, watch out for a video like that. It may not be on my
But
channel. It might be on
there you go,
Chantel's.
guys. Go
It'll be
go and check
somewhere.
out go and check out Chantel's channel and make sure you go and find that video and start clipping those where Cody's not blurred it out enough.
Exactly. Oh, there's somebody saying Life PO4. It's not as dangerous. So lithium ion phosphate. See,
Okay.
this is where I don't know. I have no clue about that type of stuff. So I need to kind of research a bit more about that. For me, it works on battery. It's working for 5-10 minutes. Good enough for me. And, away we go. Quick Tech AV, how's it going? You should be coming to Miami as well. I know why you're not going to Miami, but you should be there.
What else do we have here? So I think Black Jedi, the AI doorbell, I would love to show you, but unfortunately neither of us have this AI doorbell. Neither do we know if or when it might turn up or if it exists.
One thing I put in my chat, I did a live stream, I think it was on Thursday or something like that. If the doorbell light is going to be out before the end of October, because that is supposed to be launching in October. We'll see. I guess I'm going to put a poll up again in my chat to see. Start poll. Will doorbell light come out in October? I'll let that run for a little bit. If you guys think it's going to come out, press yes. If not, press no. That's only my chat. YouTube is coming out with like a multi-stream thing. I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to, combine.
I'll do this. I'll do the same on mine. Will the doorbell light come out in? Oh, I need to actually spell doorbell.
It's not looking good right now.
So I'm actually quite hopeful. I think because
I hope so too.
Will the doorbell come out in? Don't forget that previously Ubiquiti. Is it just a yes or no?
I think you could change it yes or no, but
I think because I'm zoomed into 7,000%.
Let me see. I don't think
work.
Yeah, I don't know if you put your.
You know what?
Right.
I'm running too much on my computer. I'm scared it's going to blue screen.
Yeah, you don't want to blue screen.
I won't do that part.
They only have 5 days. That is true. They only do have 5 days.
But don't forget, the Superlink literally came out on the last day, right? I think it was either the 29th or the 30th when it came out, the Superlink stuff. So it was literally on the edge.
I hope it does, because I would love to have a video out about it before leaving to Miami. It would have to come like early this week to be able to do it.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be a great doorbell. I love the style of it. It looks like a traditional doorbell, but with the camera on it.
It does, and I think I know obviously they've been getting a lot of slack for the Wi-Fi side of it. Obviously, that's out of Cody and mine's control. There's nothing obviously we can do on that. We can only talk about that. How a lot of people are not very happy that it's only PoE, but for some people you can run PoE, some people can't. Some people have spoken about the 2-wire over Ethernet adapter that you can buy. So yeah, there's multiple things, and I think my personal opinion, obviously nothing official from Ubiquiti, but I would be very surprised if they completely do away with something like that. There may be something else that might come in the future, but I would be very surprised if they just completely cut out a line like that. Don't forget, these devices, apart from the light, has Wi-Fi access built into it. So you have to think about where they're not Wi-Fi access built in, but they have an access reader built into it. So you have to look at where they're targeting something like that for too.
It would be hard. It's going to be different if they don't come out with a Wi-Fi doorbell. If you're looking at like new builds now, they're always going to have, the majority of houses is going to have Cat 5, Cat 6 run to the doorbell now. You don't see a lot of the 18.2 or whatever traditional doorbell going to the transformers. I did have one at mine, so I had to cut a huge hole in my wall to get cables up. But that's just what you have to do. But most people, if you don't know how to run cables, you're going to be paying like $500 to $1,000 for one cable for your doorbell, and it's not really worth it at that point.
I think I read one post where, I don't know if it was on your stream, Cody. Someone mentioned that they got quoted a very high figure.
I think it was on my stream last week. Yeah.
They got quoted a very high figure just to run a single Ethernet cable to the front door.
So if you're looking to get into a business, start running Ethernet cable to people's front doorbells, and you're going to be rich. That's what we're coming up with, right?
Make sure you can patch up drywall. You know how to get through everywhere. All
that's
the small
my problem.
Areas.
I cannot patch up drywall, and it's well, Chantel, if she's still in here, she could tell you that there's been a hole in our front wall for a couple months now.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's like you've got the cable in, you're like, okay, that's it. I don't want to
Uh,
do anything else now.
well,
It's there.
I don't want to cover up the hole because where the hole was actually, it's where if Superlink actually does like a keypad, like an alarm pad, that's what I'm going to put there. So I'm like, what's the point of patching it up now? I
It
mean, to be
just
putting a Superlink pad there.
that was that I think so I was playing around with some Shelly lights and I ran an additional cable that I needed another switch for, and I think I was like, I'll just stick it in trunking for now. It's fine. It will just sit there, and it's been like that for 2 years now. So
We do have I do have drywall here. Like when you're in North America, it's pretty much just drywall. Our walls are really thin. If you're in Europe, I'm assuming it's a little bit thicker or concrete or something like that. That's a little harder to run cables to.
So generally, I guess the UK, a lot of the new builds are very obviously drywall, but some of the older builds, my property is a little bit older, so the exterior walls are brick, and yeah, internal walls, unless it's a load bearing wall, it's generally plasterboard or it's drywall anyway.
Okay.
So it's yeah, it's a pain sometimes when you come
Oh, for
across and
sure.
you knock on the wall, and it's like, oh great, this is brick.
Well, and it makes it harder for like if you're trying to get whole home Wi-Fi for where you live. Like
Yeah.
I what did I have here? I had a U6 Enterprise up in this office and then nothing else the whole house when we have 2 floors and it worked perfectly throughout my whole house.
Oh wow.
I have 3 U7 in walls now, but literally it would just go through your walls like nothing.
Whole house coverage for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look to see if I've got any more questions, which I know I have. Here we go. Augustine, I'm really sorry. I'm really bad with names, so I apologize if I butcher your name. Color night vision is very important to me. Which has the better color night vision, the AI turret or the G6 Pro turret? So I can probably confirm that neither Cody or I have the G Turret Pro yet, or G6 Pro turret. Yeah, we have the bullet version, right? I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah, the turret's the one. I don't even think the turret's out yet, is it? I don't
No,
think it is.
I
No.
think that's coming in November.
Yeah.
So I will probably be able to answer that question once I get the product, because I tend to do those comparisons in the videos, or I tend to do a comparison video. So I will, yeah, I will definitely try and get that one in a video when I can. But I wouldn't be able to answer that one for you just yet, unfortunately. Chaps, how to charge for design, procurement, help guiding the install. Let me try and read that again because I read that very badly. How to charge for design, procurement, and help guiding the install for a really large install, 250K worth of hardware. Um, I, I, I don't want to throw Cody under this, but I'm probably going to look towards him in terms of pricing and guiding because this isn't really my day-to-day kind of
Yeah,
thing.
pricing is hard to do. So it all depends. Like if you're for me, it's just myself and my brother. So we don't have like a crazy amount of overhead. Jay doesn't do any of the design stuff or the configuration anyway. For design, I typically just charge hourly. You could probably do a set price. Say like I don't know. I'm just gonna throw a number out there. Say for a house design, it's $1,500 or $1,000 or whatever. But if you're running into a business 250K worth a year, maybe you could charge 2,500. I still just typically do hourly because I feel better about it that I'm not overcharging people, but I could also be undercharging people. So that's something that you need to kind of look at the market of where you live in. Like if you live in I live in Canada, so near Toronto. Our market it's decent, but if you go to California, people are going to be charging a lot more money because the rent's higher, the fuel, all that type of stuff. So that's kind of pricing is always been my hardest part, and it still is with running a business, unfortunately.
And I
But
think,
I just do hourly, hourly.
yeah, I have done a few, I guess, just to echo what Cody's saying, I have done a few, which is again just hourly, but don't underestimate how long things take you. Make that
Oh
very clear
yes,
from the start. That's one thing I would say. If you think a design is going to take you an hour, add 2 hours onto it because something will come up or something will happen that will take it a little bit longer. I know Omer, you've reached out to me before. So Cody, Omer is based in Australia.
Okay.
So if you
Our
want,
dollar is similar to Australia, but even at that, like I've done designs for people in Australia for the house, and I'm just charging my hourly rate. Typically, it's about 2 hours for a house. Like if you're doing it in design center, it doesn't really take you a crazy amount of time. But you need to make sure that you're putting the correct wall. And now, actually, design center lets you put in custom walls because everybody's walls are going to be a little bit different compared to Canada, compared to the UK and type things. So you need to make sure that your building materials are correct. But yeah, I would do hourly, and I would charge probably a minimum of 2 hours.
so yeah, if you do want mine and Cody's help, if you want to tag on a few extra dollars at the end, we'll fly out to Australia and help you out. It's no worries.
Absolutely. Actually, I don't know the spiders. That's why I've never gone want to go to Australia. Maybe 1 year. Maybe 1 year.
So as long as they promise to keep the spiders away from both of us, I think we'll be fine on that
We'll go
side.
down. Yep.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Sorry. I'll let you take a few questions in a minute as well, Cody.
Sure. I think you did get a super chat, just to let you know. Because you're doing top chat right now
I
instead of
did.
live chat. I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't actually know the difference between. I always put mine on live
I
chat, but
don't. That's why it keeps changing. I wonder if that's why it's
I
because
think
I
that's
don't
probably
normally
what it
use this. I
is.
use another piece of software which then just puts it in order. So
I'll
that's
look
probably
up.
what.
I'll look up to see. Okay, to see if I have any
Uh,
questions. Tab Geeks is in here. Good to see you, two favorite YouTubers. We will see you in Miami in a week. Or in
thank you,
just
Dwight, for the super chat. Now I'm gonna have to buy Cody a drink, but no, very, I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Are you guys gonna have an event in Miami to meet some of your fans? Um,
That's kind
it's
of difficult to do because one, like, well, we could meet at UWC, right? If you see us around the area, like I'm not going to give you my hotel name, but where I'm staying is like near the convention. So if you see us around, or Monty or myself, wherever, obviously just come say hi. Before and after the conference, I'll be able to. I'm going to be talking to people, and then last year we kind of just people just grouped up who were staying after the conference, and we just went out for dinner and hung out. So anybody's welcome to join along.
So no, we're happy to meet up in terms of during the event or maybe before and after, as Cody mentioned. I was going to add on the back of that. It feels really surreal for someone to say some of your fans, and I'm just like, I'm just a guy that sits behind the camera. Like
Yeah.
it's a really, and I think it was with London. It really hit me, and it's like I didn't expect a lot of people to notice me, but apparently a lot of people did. So it's a very surreal feeling, I guess.
You know what you guys need to bring? Bring some access points and we'll sign them. There was actually one guy who did that last year, Jack, and you guys might have seen him in. He did Jack Meller Technical Services or something. He won Crosstalk Solutions worst server room before. Funny guy. Anyway, at one Ubiquiti World Conference, they were giving out U7 Pros, and he got like all of us to sign it. It was pretty funny. But you guys want us to sign anything? I will. It looks like chicken scratch, but hey, it's all good.
I don't think I'm prepared for that one. The photos I can probably just about do, but yeah, I think if
No,
someone
no
asked me to
signatures.
sign, I'd be like, I don't know what to write. Like,
Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Just your name. That's it.
yeah. What else do we have? What else do we have? Good evening, 94. I'm sorry, guys, if I am skipping over you. As Cody said, we're not going to get to everything. But I'm just trying to scan. Cody, have you got any more questions? I'm just going to scan to see
I
if I
just
have
yeah,
anything
I
else.
got some. I'm gonna be skipping over some too. A question about Ubiquiti Rack product line. Do you know if Ubiquiti will add missing components in their line? Front to rear cable managers. Front to rear. Front to rear. Okay. Belden doesn't. Well, you could probably buy like any no brand of cable manager. I think they do have horizontal and vertical managers. They actually sent me them. I'm pretty so they do have it. What I would like to see, I'd like to see like a full lineup of accessories for the racks. I would also like to see a uh, a smaller rack, like a 25U rack. Trying to think what else they have. Like I right now I use a 25U StarTech rack and it works great. I would like them to come out with something like that with casters on it. I do have their 42U in my basement, but if we ever drywall down there, the rack will never fit. But going from back to front, I don't know if they have that. They do have the vertical and they have the horizontal managers. Keo, you say stay away from the Blue Lagoon Hotel. We won't be staying. I'm not staying there, so I'm good. There may be some other people in chat who are staying there, but
I'll just
Terry is not going to be. Well, Terry, bring her down to Miami for her birthday weekend. She could meet Chantel. We could all hang out like we did in Chicago. Or hopefully they do another Ubiquiti World Conference in Chicago or near you. It'd be great. Somebody says in yours, top chat is YouTube algo feed. Live chat is immediate updates. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
That would definitely make sense. Why I kept seeing some of the questions repeating, and I'm like, I'm scrolling down. What is happening?
I think this is a big one that a lot of people would want to see. I'd love to see a Superlink deadbolt for easy door access. So years ago, within early access store, they had a style of deadbolt, but it never made it out of the store. I'm hoping that they come out with some sort of wireless locks, something similar to like Salto locks. That's what I would love to see, especially for like co-working spaces. I think it would be a huge market for them. Who is going to watch your 4 kids? A babysitter. That's who's going to watch them for a full week. I'll let you go on if you have any people in your chat here.
I think what 94 was asking, did you cover the doorbell light? I just joined. We did briefly mention it earlier. I don't know when you joined. I'm just seeing this on here. We did briefly speak about it earlier, but yeah, Cody's running a poll on his side.
Oh, actually, let me stop that poll. It's at 69% right now saying no, so let's end that. It show me. Okay, so 31% of you are very optimistic. There was only 59 votes. 69 of people said that the doorbell won't be coming out by the end of October.
You have the faith in Ubiquiti. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
I hope so. Cody's going to be lobbying hard for Toronto UWC next year. So when we were in Miami, I was talking to one of the guys down there who works with Ubiquiti, and they said this year they might be coming to Toronto. To me, it would be cool to have it in Toronto. That'd be great, but I still rather it somewhere else, like in Miami or Chicago, so I could leave Canada to go see it.
Cody's opening up an Airbnb when it comes to Toronto. Everyone can
stay at my place. There we go.
What else do we have? Question about Ubiquiti Rack product line. I think you had the same question, Cody. So
yeah, that was about the rack.
One. Yeah. Problem is I can have my cues on the doorbell light in general. Any updates on when it's actually coming out? Any word from Ubiquiti? So it's I think we sort of covered this where we said we're hoping that it's going to come out this month. Cody and I are both optimistic that we are going to see something. Whether we will get videos out before it releases, I don't know, because we're both getting packed and getting ready to go. Yeah. So if not, maybe I'll bring it to Miami with me and we can do some testing over there.
Well, that'd be actually kind of cool. I didn't think about doing that.
I'll bring a PoE switch. We'll get it set up. We'll do a live demo.
Live demo, yeah. Live stream on it.
Live stream, live demo.
Not sure if it was mentioned already. The new organization manager release has some good new neat features, but it has some bugs. I did see a little bit about it. I haven't gone like really deep into organizations yet. And I've had a lot of customers ask me about it. It's because it's still in early access, but last year in Miami they were talking about it, and I'm like, this is going to be amazing, because they always had Unify Identity Enterprise, which is paid for service, whereas now organizations it's going to bring pretty much all of that, but for free. I'm hoping we do hear more about that in Miami this year.
So I guess I did see a question. I don't know where I lost it. Someone asked about network, and I don't know where it is. I've lost it. I think there was, what do you want to see in Unified Network over the next 6 months? I'm pretty sure that was the question.
Okay, I don't see that.
Oh, let me try and search. Oh, here we go. Jake said right at the start. I missed it. Both of you, what do you want Unified Network updates in the next 6 months? So this is a really tough question to answer, because we've seen some of the early access. Obviously, we don't generally talk about the early access stuff, but we see the early access stuff that comes out. So we know there's stuff coming. They've made so many changes this year to Unify Network, and I was thinking about doing a video on this and just showing how much it's changed over 2025. Going from, I don't know if 9 launched at the top of the year or it was just before the end of last year. I can't remember, but it's crazy in terms of the amount of changes. So I'm going to kind of play very political, and I'm going to kind of pivot a little bit, but I don't have any wish lists of Unify Network that I wish they would bring. But there's a couple of things that I do know I want, but obviously I can't say it because I kind of somewhat know that it's coming, if that makes sense, without it being a cop out of an answer.
It's hard. Yeah, that's a definite hard question. The only thing that I would like to see, which they're kind of bringing, or they have brought right now, they're doing a port anomalies or whatever, is kind of deeper statistics per port and longer than 24 hours. I think right now we only get 24 hours. So if your link is flapping, or in Cisco world, if you're having a physical layer 1 issue like a cable issue, it would show that your CRC errors are you're gaining like hundreds or thousands CRC errors. That's something that I would like to see in Ubiquiti, especially for it just really helps out with troubleshooting. And you want to know longer than a 24-hour period. You want to know a month period or something like that. That is what I would like to see. Other than that, I don't know. I think it's on point right now. I don't need anything else.
It is difficult, and I think the big one previously would have been the logging. I mean, there's still probably areas of improvement with logging, but there were some areas where you think that we really needed to get this information quite easily, and I think they've done that with the flows. Um, but it's like I think if I had, I don't know if it actually, I don't know if it is. I'm probably going to make a fool of myself. But it'd be good to see if there was some sort of real time logging that we could see, just like literally. So when you look at some
Instantaneous.
syslog files where it's just consistently just going, something in terms of real time that we could just filter out, I think that would be quite cool.
I don't think it is real time right now. I'm pretty sure it isn't. But that would be great to see. Like that would be
Because
perfect.
stuff like that, when you're troubleshooting and you're like, okay, I'm going to send a ping across this network and I need to get across to it. Is it going? Is it not? I mean, it's there, but if you can see it in real time, that would be
Oh, it'd be
good.
amazing. Yeah.
And yep, Jake, we are politicians
Yeah.
without answers. So Cody's going to be running for Toronto Premier, and I'm going to be running for the UK Prime Minister.
And we'll win it. Yeah, we'll win it. No, probably. I'd be terrible at politics. Hyper Protagonist, thank you very much. I appreciate it. DB Cooper is UWC is happening the same weekend that I'm getting married. I hope she forgives me. I think you'll be all right. I mean, it's a good excuse, right? Do you
sure.
think wireless industrial modem is a good product? They used to have, and I think they still sell it. I don't know if it comes in stock very often. Is the industrial switch, and I think that was a great product. So I could see a industrial modem being nice as well. Shadow mode on a UCG fiber would be nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah,
I think so. I guess this is kind of a bit of a hot take, really, but I would say those are more. I mean, the UCG fiber is a great model, and it's probably one of the most powerful units you can buy at the moment, other than obviously the EFG. But it's one of those things. I look at the small form factors, and I think my immediate thought is residential, because just because of
100%.
space, or even small office, home office, just because of space and the form factor. If you're looking for real high availability, and you're going to have a rack, you're going to have switches, you're going to have multiple clients connecting to it. So I think that's why they've kind of stuck with, I guess, the bigger form factors being the failover. But it is, I mean, it is just a piece of software, so they
Yeah,
would be able
I
to
could
do it.
see them bring. Oh, it would be weird though doing a shadow mode UCG fiber in a business or home. That like same point. Like you would want that like a rack mount, like a UDM Pro SE, whatever Pro Max. I guess they could do it.
They could,
Yeah,
but then we have the whole scenario around, well, then you've got power redundancy issues. At least with the rack mount versions, you have the RPS.
true.
But it's it's just when you're looking at a single point of failure, it's like you have to go through those checkboxes, and it's like, where are you going to get that? And straight away with those models, you're going to get it at the power level. If that
Well,
power
and then
supply
you
goes
need to have 2 power lines coming into your house from 2 separate providers, and then you
to
start
internet
going down a
connections.
rabbit hole, and it's just like, it's not even worth it. So I had 2 Pro Maxes in shadow mode, and I just took the one offline because it's been so long since I actually had a UDM fail. The only time I actually really had the UDM Pros fail was when we were jumping from Unify OS 1 to 2.5. I think it was 2.5, but that was when they changed the whole architecture of the OS, and it broke like everybody's UDM Pros. So it's good from a consulting standpoint because you can make a lot of money. But it was bad for a lot of people because they had to pay other people for money, or for support, or they had bricked UDM Pros. So I'm really glad we're out of that era. And I know at the last Ubiquiti World Conference, Robert Pera, the CEO, he was talking about the pain points of the UDMs. And that was one of the biggest ones that he brought up was the UDM 1.0 to 2.0. So if you got in after the 2.0, you're very lucky.
What else do we have? Let's have a look. Did Unify talk about inner space that you can make a floor plan melted into one, so you can see all the plans on the same page? I have 2 buildings.
All the floor plans. Well, you'd want to do it separate, like especially 2 buildings, it would be per console, right? Like you're never going to want to build into one.
Unless they have a fiber link between the 2 buildings.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if you could add a second floor in. I don't use Innerspace too much.
I
But
know you did one on Design Center, right? Where you could like sort of match up the 2 floors, right?
You could match
I
up the 2 floors to see the Wi-Fi propagation between them, but Innerspace is kind of cool because if you have door access and you have cameras and stuff like that, you could actually see on the floor plan when somebody's opening a door. You'd see it will show you a clip of a car driving by. You could unlock the doors right from the Innerspace dashboard if you need to. I think Cisco had something like that. It was called Cisco DNA or something like that back in years ago, but I think Ubiquiti's trying to get on that same point, but if you have a fiber link between 2 buildings, I don't think you're gonna be able to join them together.
Yeah, I guess it would kind of just show as a single building, right? Like, or a
Yeah.
single setup as
You may be
such.
able to add a second floor, and then you could add that second location on that floor plan. I don't know.
There was one other question that I did see, and that was from JP. So, silly question for a newbie. When adding a device, we can change the device image based on vendor. Is there a way to use an image instead? Oof, this is inside. So, I'm assuming you're talking about the actual devices inside Unify Network, not the Unify networks, the third-party device, the client's connected to your network.
I don't think you can upload. You used to be able to request what, like if it was a Dell PC that you had and it was showing your fingerprint was something different or they didn't have it. I think years ago you were able to request, but I don't think they allow you to do that now. It'd be nice if they allowed you to do custom though. That would be great.
Yeah, that would be useful. But they have. I know obviously they probably don't want to get spammed with this, but obviously in Unify Network now they have that little feedback box in the bottom left-hand corner. So feel free to send some feedback if you're looking for something specific. I guess that's what it's there for. They've kind of opened it up to the world. So yeah, send your feedback across if
Yep.
there is something specific you're looking for. And these guys, I would probably say, and I think Cody will probably echo it, is that they read everything.
Oh yeah.
Like you send them
Yep.
something and they'll definitely read it for sure.
Yep. And if you're ever looking for like a feature request, you could always go to community.ui.com. You could start a forum post and then just put like in brackets or whatever feature request, and they will look at it and they'll get back to you. Somebody said WAN bonding would be a great offering. Well, keep your eyes out. Yeah, just keep your eyes out. You may see that eventually. And yes, Tom did do a video on the unified changes, version 9+. I did see that. Yep.
I must have missed that video. I didn't see it.
He did a couple days ago. He went over some of the change. It wasn't like a super in-depth video, but he went over. I think it was some of the firewall stuff. The changes on that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I will park that idea for the time being then if there's already a video out there on there. But I guess it depends on the audience, right? Some people want to
I
see.
would put a video out because Tom, I would just put it out as well because there's a lot of changes that happened in 9.5 or I mean it's been crazy. Like sometimes I don't even know where to look. So I have to search the Google or actually in the search bar of Unify, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of I think a lot of people have said there's a lot of changes that have come about in Unify Network over the last 12 months, and
Yeah.
some people are happy with it, some people are not happy because they're just kind of getting to grips with the Unify Network and they're changing it. But rest assured, the changes that they are making is heading in the right direction. I'm sure it's very obvious that they're looking to push into that enterprise space and they're trying to move more. They're trying to get the bigger deployments. So this is all stuff that definitely needs to come about for them to head into that area.
No, there is not a new industrial switch. It would be nice if there was, but there isn't one yet. No.
I
What else do
did
we
see
have?
something in my
Yep.
chat. No, you can't. Yeah, thanks, Frederick. What's the difference between the UDM Pro and SE again? So, off the top of my head, I will say the UDM SE has PoE and PoE Plus, and I think that is the big difference between the two.
Port 9, I think it's 2.5 gig, and then other than that, it's like whatever. Because a lot of people when they're buying the consoles, they're gonna have a separate PoE switch anyway. So if you need to have over 1 gig WAN, you could always just buy an SFP Plus adapter and put it in your UDM Pro, and there you go. Typically,
Yeah,
I'm not running PoE off of my UDM SEs. We rarely ever I don't even see that many UDM SEs in the wild. It's always Pro Maxes. That's what people are going for now.
and I think it's for that. I don't. I can't remember the pricing. I think it's an extra $100. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
For sure.
Unless you're looking for something all in one, that you want that PoE switch on the front, then yeah, I don't. I think the Pro Max is the way to go. Um, thanks, Vasil, for saying the word that we couldn't say. So
Oh, yeah,
if anybody is in my
yeah.
chat window, you can go and
That'll be interesting when it comes to life. I wasn't able to try it because poor Canadians don't get these type of things first or ever. So I always have to
yeah.
wait, but it'll
I
be
think
interesting when that comes out.
yeah, we'll probably be in the same boat. We'll be waiting a little while. It would be yeah, it'll be good. It'll be interesting to see when we can do that. There was one other thing. I think I saw another question from Vasil. Is one of you willing to test the AI key if the AI key can trigger the PoE siren by detecting a fire?
I
Uh,
don't know how it would do that without a fire alarm built in. You'd
well,
have
it's
to have
either that or
a
if you're
relay, right?
using Alarm Manager, to when you can do the AI key searches.
Yep.
Or the AI searches. So if you can, I don't even know if it'll work. If you can write fire, if it detects a fire, then obviously
I
trigger the
thought the
siren.
cameras actually picked up my voice thing keeps going down. I thought the cameras, some that have audio actually picked up the pattern, the audio pattern of fire alarms and like CO alarms. So you may
Possibly.
be able to trigger it that way. Um, I could try it, I guess. I could just set my fire alarm off, like do a test and see if the siren goes off. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's yeah. Or we could try it with a YouTube clip, I guess. If it doesn't work with the car alarm,
Oh, true. Yeah.
could try it with the sound of a YouTube clip. I read that as I guess Vasil, I'll follow that up because are you looking for a fire alarm or are you looking for an actual fire? Because I'm just reading what you're saying and it just says fire. But yeah, we I don't think Cody and I are going to be setting fire to anything.
Yeah, probably
but,
not.
but yeah, it's something we could probably look at doing. Unless maybe I could put an image in front of a camera or a video in front of a camera. I don't know if you can really fool it like that, but yeah, maybe it's something. Oh, you were talking about an actual fire. Yeah, I don't really have anything that I can set fire to at this point, but when I do,
Test
I'll be
outside,
sure
make
to
sure
let
you
you
have
know.
a fire extinguisher and you'll be good.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't know if we'll actually be able to test that, but I can definitely ask the question. I mean, we can definitely ask the
Yeah.
question if that's possible.
It would be fun to
um,
try out, wouldn't it?
it that's the kind of video I can see Jake doing, like
Yeah,
literally
I could see that in like some
setting
sort of
fire.
warehouse.
That's the kind of videos I aspire to make, but then I end up just sitting here talking to the camera. That's about as far as I get.
Is there any indication of an updated UDM? Not that I've seen, not that I've heard of. Upcoming UDM, like the UDM Pro Max is after that you have the EFG. Um, I don't know. I don't really know what else I would want in one. I'm sure people would want like 40 gig and 100 gig links, and they'd want that at their home labs. And you're never gonna hit that capacity ever unless you're in a data center. But they're always coming out with new consoles. So I'd be shocked if within the next year or two they don't come out with a new UDM.
Yeah, I think that's also something I'm hoping to see at the UWC as well. Is the new UDM or some sort of new UDM lineup in that area? Because I think there's a few things that people. I think they would be quite disappointed if the update was literally only 2.5 gig ports, like instead of 1 gig to 2.5 gig. But I don't know what they're going to do without superseding the EFG.
They
So it,
need 2.5 gig, and they'd all have to be PoE plus ports, and then people will complain about the price because now it's all PoE, it's PoE plus 2.5, so you're gonna pay like $1,500 for a Pro Max with PoE. I don't know. It's a hard line to kind of go with because most people, like I said, they're always gonna buy a PoE switch after their firewall anyway. So it's more of the prosumer people who are gonna want something more built in.
that's
Um,
just got
I'm sure
everything.
they'll come out with something else though, for sure.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, so obviously, I can't go into specifics, but in UWC London, I think they've kind of released about, I almost want to say about 70% of the hardware that they've mentioned. So I'm really kind of interested to see what's going to be coming. I hope there's a lot more emphasis on hardware, because obviously that keeps Cody and I in business in terms of content
Hardware's
creation.
nice. You know what? The software updates always for me, like network updates, network 9.5, whatever. Most of those videos typically always do better than my hardware videos. I don't know why. I guess people just love seeing the Unify network updates, but
Yeah.
having new hardware is always great. Like you never want to have zero hardware to do a video on. You always want to have like at least 5 things in the back burner.
I think I have a list. I think I was starting to build my list of the amount of videos I need to do, and I think I have about 10 videos on backlog now,
Oh yeah,
and I'm
there's a
just
lot of
like,
stuff.
I don't have time for this. Other with my with this being a side job rather than my full-time job, it's hard to find the time sometimes. So we're going to stick around for a few more minutes. So if you have any more questions, get them in. Again, if you guys want to see this on a bit more of a regular basis with, or if you're bored of Cody and I, if we want to bring in some more other creators, um, yeah, I mean, we can bring in more people. Cody's always happy to come and have a chat. I mean,
Mhm,
we're both very happy to come and have a chat about Ubiquiti at any point.
for sure.
And I'm sure there'll be a few other creators that definitely will be as well. So if you want to see stuff like this in the future, I can't promise that it would be every week, but maybe, I don't know, maybe even once a month would be too much, maybe once a quarter. But yeah, we'll
I
see
think
what
doing it
kind of,
once a month with people and switching up people it's a good
and I
thing.
think it makes it a bit harder because we're all kind of, well, I'm on a different time zone to you
Yeah.
guys. Like a lot of you are in North America, so it's only a 3 hour difference from one side to the other, whereas I'm like 5 hours away. So
Yeah. Little late
yeah,
for you.
big thank you to Cody for being flexible with timing.
No
I had
worries.
a lot of restrictions in terms of
Oh, it was all good.
when I can't do my videos.
There was a lot of talk here. So I it was in your chat, I think in my chat a little bit too about the gateway or sorry, the Superlink stuff and hoping to see that build out more. I'm hoping to see that build out more as well. I'm hoping to see the door contacts and stuff. They're saying I think November, December that those are coming out. And then like the alarm hubs that they were supposed to come out with, the actual panel for the arming and disarming. I forget what else. Somebody I think they mentioned smoke alarms before. I hope they build that out quite a bit and then allow us to do third party monitoring with that as well.
Yeah, I think that has to be key. The amount of comments that I've seen that says we need third-party monitoring, we need third-party monitoring. And I think that is it's a big thing for businesses, right? They
Oh, it's
need
huge.
that.
Yeah.
They can't just rely on an app telling you that something's happening. They need that third-party monitoring. But in terms of the Superlink, I also want to see, flipping away from that subject, I think the audio line, I think they
Oh,
have
yeah, yeah.
now the power amp and the pro audio, the PoE audio pro.
Yep.
I can't
Or
remember the name,
whatever
but
this
yeah,
guy is, this port, the PoE port,
yeah, that's the one.
that guy right there.
So it's going to be interesting to see how much more they sort of build out that line, whether they go down the sort of, are they going to go down the more commercial PA route and add some more stuff around there, or are they going to go out into the more, I don't know, it's really, I mean, the question was asked, obviously I won't give too much of the answer. The question was asked, will they go into speakers at the UWC in London? I mean, that
Mm.
was asked, but
I would like
yeah,
that because I know nothing about speakers. We've been on a job. We got the job, but it's for like it's for a surgery clinic. And they asked us to do 50 speakers. I'm like, no. If it was maybe 2 speakers, yeah, I could handle that. But I don't know how speakers work. And to do like power amps, they wanted all Ubiquiti. You'd need, I think one power amp could do 2 speakers, so you'd need 25 power amps. So it's going to be a lot of wall space for that.
yeah,
I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. But if they came out with a full on solution, like even a little package like they're doing the UNVR instance where you could do, one of their unified play stuff and a couple speakers, I think that would be great to build
that'd be
on.
a
I
good
think
selling
they're
point.
gonna get there. I don't know, maybe not speakers, but you saw like the black switches and stuff like that. I think that was from Cedia that are their
The Pro
audio
AV
video
stuff,
line.
yeah.
So that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping we definitely definitely get sent those, because it's going to be, especially sending it over HDMI. I mean, even I know the target will be commercial, but even for residential, a lot of people have AV matrices in their house where they'd want to switch between them. And if you can just send that straight over Ethernet, you don't need to. I mean, in some rooms, I guess for me specifically, I have a few Ethernet cables run into each room, so I can very easily just put it wherever I need it, and
Oh, for
it would
sure.
be really easy in a central location.
The power amp could do more speakers than 2 if you wire them correctly. See, this is why I didn't do that job because I probably wouldn't wire them correctly. Somebody did ask about talk though. This was a little while ago. I forgot I wanted to mention it. I guess somebody was saying the UK. I can't find the comment. I noticed in the UK the talk lineup has almost disappeared. The ATA and other accessories are gone. Are they cutting talk back? I hope not. I would hope that they further invest in talk. If you have the full Ubiquiti ecosystem, especially for a small office, it works really good with like talk and access opening doors and stuff like that, and watching protect cameras. I really hope they come out with more phones. They come out with a conference phone. I hope they come out with like a paging system as well, like a PA system. Um, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's my hope for it, but maybe they are scaling back on it. I don't know.
So this is on my to-do list for a video. I do have a phone. I am in the UK, and it's on my to-do list. I've got it set up. I've started configuring it, and then I kind of get sidetracked with another product.
Mm.
So
I mean,
hopefully at some point,
the ATAs and stuff might just be sold out. That's why it's not showing there because they do that quite often. Let me just see. I'm looking at the UK store. Oh, it isn't there. Huh.
it's not. No, it's not been there for a little while. I know. I think
Yeah,
Alex
it's gone.
from
Unless they're coming out with a new ATA. You
yeah,
have
that's
okay, 3 phone. Oh, you have 3 phones. So you could only buy 3 talk things in the UK store. So you could buy both their lines, the big phone, the small phone in G3 and G2, and then the wall. Um, I think they need to come out with the phones that have physical buttons on it as well, because not a lot of people like the touch screen.
And I guess I will add at this point, if anybody wants any questions answered at the UWC, we can ask. Whether we get an answer for you or not, I don't know. But yeah, feel free to ping over some questions.
Yep.
It'll give us some talking points. I know in the UK, I don't know if they did it in America last year or North America. Between after each keynote, they sort of had a Q&A where you could
Yep.
ask some
Yeah, they did that.
questions.
Yep.
So
I was
yeah,
always
I
too
will,
afraid to ask questions, so I just sat there. I asked Twitter, I'm like, if you guys have any questions, I'll ask them. I didn't ask a single one.
yeah, I don't normally like. I'm quite an introverted person, so it's not really. But the guy I was with me, he's like, "Just go and ask. Just go and ask. Just
Oh,
go and
okay.
ask." I was like,
Okay.
okay, let's go. So I was the one that asked about the Dream Wall. So
Oh,
yeah,
new Dream Wall coming out? No,
uh, uh,
that's done.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah. Uh,
But yeah, I don't. I think we'll. Uh, I guess Cody, we're over the hour mark if we want to call it there.
yeah, I probably need to call it now, but somebody said you should do a co-stream after UWC. We can, but and I'm down for that. It's just we're not going to be able to talk about pretty much everything we see there unless it got pushed out online, and then we could talk about what we saw online, like the pictures or whatever. We're not allowed to go in depth about it. But we could definitely do that, or things that are like public knowledge we could talk about. Um, we could even, I mean, we could do a stream there. I'm probably not going to do a stream there. I'm going to be fairly busy uh, doing some things, but yeah, I don't know. What's the best outdoor camera to get for your house on a corner lot? G6 PTZ with a corner bracket, because there are other big PTZ cameras, they don't have corner mounts.
Yeah, I do have the AI PTZ, and I'm like, I think I need a corner bracket, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
so you'll have to buy one off Amazon and then drill your own custom holes into it. That's what we do when we have to do businesses for it.
wonderful.
I
I'm
do
looking forward.
trust Ubiquiti for security. Yes, Ali. Yep.
I did see one question here. Any of you guys taken the Ubiquiti course?
I have
Um,
not.
no. So we're both part of the integrator program where they do some training courses with that within there, but not any specific certifications. It's all self-taught really.
Yeah, they
Um,
do. Their Ubiquiti does do some in-person training where you can get like a certificate or certified. There is another company called Wi-Fi U, which I believe is a certified partner with Ubiquiti and who offers like in-class training throughout pretty much the world. I know North America for sure, but I think they do go UK. So if you're interested in that, I don't know how well it is or how good the course is. They did ask me to come and teach a bit, and I just don't have the time. So if that's something that you're looking forward to, but if you're looking for a job for like doing Ubiquiti administration, I don't think a lot of people are going to be asking you to be certified in Ubiquiti. I think they just want to know that you have hands-on experience with it.
I think as long as you have the hardware at home, you know you're playing around with
Pretty
it.
much it. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how to navigate. Um, There was one other thing. Yeah, there is a few other companies in the UK that do training. So depending on where you are, if you're looking for someone specific, then or country specific, reach out to one of us and we can kind of point you in the right direction.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think that was a good stream, I think.
Yeah. We'll do it
So
again.
yeah, we'll definitely I'll be in touch with Cody. If you want to see, like I said, if you want to see just me and him, that's fine. We're not complaining. But if you want to see some new faces as well, yeah, feel free to let us know, and we'll add some more people into the mix.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna hit end stream, Monty. I think we'll probably still be in a chat together after this, but I'm gonna hit end stream on mine.
Yeah,
Everybody have
I'm
a
gonna.
good night. I will you'll see some stuff from me this week, hopefully, and then I'll be tweeting about Ubiquiti World Conference. But have a good night, and like I said, if you're not following Inside Wire, you should go do that.
And vice versa.
All
Cool.
right,
Thanks,
take
guys. See
care.
you in the next one.
Bye. I think I've ended.
Hold on, I'm still live.
Oh,
1 second. I'm trying to find
it's
the
all
right
good.
screen. Oh, there it is. Right. Finally, end stream. There we go. Okay. Mine's ended.
Mine is too, and my stream key, I think